Go to school while we would sit and sleep and relax. And then we would go to the Dawa as though we're extremely tired. What a man! And the whole complex of GIG burned down, and we can't even raise $200,000-300,000. Those brothers are working on the field. We give somebody shahada on a boat, and then he had to come off. Close to 250 people. I just went there again after going to Trinidad. Another 19 of them. We went to Santa Mission. They're working. And this brother is, mashallah, he's really a leader. I really call him Imam. He's my Imam. And I have a big love for him. And so where are the Guyanese and where are the Muslims that when they see such a tragic thing happen, their hands are tied and we have to look for political situations. Can we use the masjid? Can we go to that center? Can we please ask and beg? No. What is that? Where's our Islam and where's our Iman? These people are working day in and day out. I really think we should do something. I think if they give us permission, we should really raise something for them. These are good people. I've seen it with my eyes. And I hate fundraising. The worst thing I hate is fundraising. But I have to do it for my center because it's going down. I'm going here, going there, going everywhere. The brother said, you're doing for everyone else. We have tahfidh program. We have Dawa program. We send free Qur'ans. We send clothing. We feed people. We take care of students. Every single thing we do. And you can't ask anything. You know, because when you're doing it yourself, you feel shy. That's just my personality. But the brother said, you can't do that anymore. I think we should do that. I think we should do that. I think we should help them. Should really find out from Brother Islam and Brother Gibran as to the work they're doing. Now, I know I said this before. How long do I have? Huh? Take your time? I don't take your time. Are you guys okay? Takbir! Oh, mashallah, I'm okay. Good to go to 4. Never again at IMO. Man, what a dua, 1 hour. Allahumma, Allahumma bed, Allahumma. Mashallah, may Allah increase it, inshallah. We as scholars of Islam, we are blamed for being unbalanced. But we should be the most balanced people. We are called terrorists, say we have nothing to do with it. Because this is holding the flag, brothers and sisters. In tansurullah yansurukum wa yuthabbit aqdamakum. That if you help Allah's cause, Allah will help you and He will plant your feet firmly. So what you have to do now is when they call you that, say, look, terrorism means equal to, the shortest definition, is the use of violence to achieve ends. The use of violence to achieve ends. Now, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, he told Osama radiallahu anhu, he said, do not betray or be treacherous or be vindictive. Do not mutilate. Do not kill the children, the aged or the women. Do not cut or burn palm trees or fruit trees. Do not slay an animal except to eat. You will find and you will come across some people who confine themselves to worship. Leave them alone. This was Abu Bakr as-Siddiq telling Usama radiallahu anh what to do when you're meeting in a manly battle. What to do. All these things. This is far more elevated than any Geneva Convention, any international law. This is far more elevated. Say, this is our history. In July 15th, 1099, over 70,000 Muslims, including women, children, and the elderly, they broke the children's skulls by knocking them against the walls. And I'm quoting, knocking them against the walls. Threw babies from rooftops, roasted men over fires, and cut the bellies of women to see if they had swallowed any gold. Draper, History of Intellectual Development of Europe, Volume 2, page 77. We say you're peaceful. Alhamdulillah, we take that. You're peace-loving, turn the other cheek, mashallah. But we're saying if you just verify the text, then we're even more peaceful than you are. So why are you portraying us in that light? Salah ad-Din Ayyubi, alayhi rahmatullah, when he went in, he gave his own personal physicians to help Richard the Lionheart. And not only that, a great thing from there is that not only did he do that, that he took his personal army. When the Christians wanted to leave Jerusalem, a group of them, he took a personal army and he took them to where they wanted to go because they were afraid of their own Christian brethren, because they thought that these were heathens, so they would get killed in the crusade also. So he gave them an army escort to where they wanted to go. And when he left them, they got killed. Not by Muslims. So where did Salahuddin Ayyubi get this impeccable character? Where? Ask them. You call Prophet Muhammad a terrorist? Is that what you do? One of the riwayah is that out of all the battles between Muslims and non-Muslims that happened in the life of Prophet Muhammad is 1290. Some say up to 1500. You drop one bomb these days and you kill 5,000 people. Where's the act of terrorism? So if you want to uphold the deen, brothers and sisters, you have to learn and study and understand and be serious. It's good to be jovial with your brothers. It's not good to be a stiff all the time. But when you're studying, you study. And you have this intellectual power to focus yourself. Brothers and sisters, we need to focus ourselves. Don't just come to salah dragging your feet. Get something from the salah itself. So ask these people, where did they get it? Prophet Muhammad, he said, don't cook on that anthill because there's ants there. Somebody concerned about ants telling you to murder people? Does that make any sense to you? Now when it is said to you that holy warriors, tell them baloney. Why are you calling us holy warriors? Holy warriors, harb muqaddasa, there's not one single word in the Quran, nor in the Sunnah. Holy warrior. We don't have something like that. It's a crusade coinage. We're not saying anything, we're saying you're peaceful. But we're saying we're even more peaceful than you because we don't have a word like this. Sayf, the sword. It is not mentioned one single time in the book of Allah. Not one single time. They keep saying, live by the sword, die by the sword. Come and tell me what happened to the Indonesians. Were they converted by the sword? And do we live by the sword, die by the sword? That there's, thousands and thousands of Copts that are living in Egypt and in Pakistan and all these areas. Tell me who was converted by the sword. But in the Bible alone itself, I'm just telling you facts. I believe Christians are good people. I think you can give them Dawa. Some of them are very, very nice, equitable, balanced. But at the same time, you tell them that over 200 times sword is mentioned in your text. And you're telling us that we are the people who live by the sword and die by the sword. So it's an intellectual development, brothers and sisters, that you need to have, inshallah. Now, it says, and Samson said with the jaw of an ass, meaning a donkey, heaps upon heap, with the jaw of an ass, I have slain 1,000 men. Judges 15:16. I didn't do that, terrorism. It's not stated in the Quran. Yes, we believe you're peaceful, but we're even more peaceful than you are. And when it is said your women have no rights, brothers and sisters, you know why we're discussing this? Why are we discussing? Do you want me to stop?
No.
Why are we discussing? It's a very serious matter that you need to actually take today and really build yourself. Tell them the original sin. Said, and Adam was not the one deceived. It was the woman who was deceived and became a sinner. 1 Timothy 2:14. I didn't say that. I believe you're peaceful. I truly believe you're peaceful. But we're even more peaceful. We give more rights to the women that you have given. You're saying that Adam was not the one deceived. The Quran says that both were deceived. And one of the verses only takes Adam a.s. name. Can you imagine? So we have to really understand with our intellectual ability, with the tawfiq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, they keep saying childbirth is for atonement of the original sin. No. Tell them childbirth in Islam, that's why the companion said, who shall I keep the best of company? He said, your mother. He said, then who? He said, your mother. Then he said, then who? He said, mother. And then he said, who? Your father. And one of the other riwayahs said, your mother, your father. And then he said, فَأَدْنَاكُمْ, the ones who are closer to you, and then the ones who are closer to you. But look at the daraja that the woman had, the mother has. We didn't say that. We're saying the good thing.